Hi everyone, it's Isaiah. Been a little while since I made a little video. Thought I'd show you something cool, a cool little feature that I found. Basically, this is a bit more complicated than my other videos. There are some prerequisites you will need to have. One of them is you will have to have your computer hardwired into your computer. That means there needs to be a cable going from your router into your computer. You will need to use command line in this video, and I'll show you how. And there is something I won't show you because different computers will be set up different, but you will need to go into your BIOS and set your computer so it can work on Wake on LAN, and that's what this video is about. The main reason I'm doing this, and I never bothered with Wake on LAN before, is because obviously I've got an Alexa, an Echo Dot, and it controls my lights. You can hear it in the background. It controls my lights and everything like that. But I currently have it set up to turn my computer on when it is shut down, not when it's in standby. When it's shut down. There's a lot of debate whether you can or can't do this, but I'm doing it. So, well, yeah. I do shut my computer down completely, and I also have it so it's set so it actually can shut down my computer as well. And I find this a handy feature because basically I'm trying to make a cable-free system at the moment. I don't like having loads of cables. I have quite a few monitors, I have a tower, I have speakers, I have my router, and it gets on my nerves. And since I'm redoing my bedroom, I thought, why not hide my computer? The only problem with that is you have to use the power button, turn it on and off. So now that I don't have to use it, I can actually hide it and bury cables in the wall and do whatever else I want to do, which I think is a pretty cool feature. And there's other things you can do with it. You can turn on your TV or anything that's hardwired into your network that supports Wake on LAN. Now, there's not much information on what I'm doing exactly specifically on Ubuntu 20.04, which is the OS I'm running. Also, one of the major problems I had is Ubuntu 20.4, other versions may do this, turns off the N.E.E.T card on shutdown. It is a power management feature, and I do not like it because I actually installed and set this up not knowing that it did this, and it booted the first 3 times with no issue, and then after that stopped working, which I imagine is exactly what a lot of people are getting at the moment, or something similar. So after a bit of hunting around, a bit of looking around, I figured out what the problem was, figured out how to sort it. I'm going to show you how to set it up. Mind you, I have already got it set up, so there is some stuff I won't be doing. Yeah, but I will tell you and explain to you in depth about it. This video is going to be about 15 minutes long though. That's the only thing. But if you're really interested in it, you really want to not have to push the power button for sheer laziness reasons like me, or just the cool factor, well then it's worth the setup. Anyway, this is what we'll be using. It's called Wall Skill, and it is an Alexa skill, and it will add basically a button, even on your phone, to your Alexa devices list by the name of your choosing. And the first thing you're going to want to do is actually go and log into your Alexa on the internet. Next thing you're going to want to do is actually go to your skills and type in Whoa. It'll be the first skill at the top, Wake on LAN. You're going to want to enable this skill, and then you're going to want to go to the website and then log in with your Amazon account. Once you are logged in, now despite me showing my license numbers and Amazon ID, I'm not actually using this account for anything or the MAC address. As you'll find out shortly, I have multiple and I have quite a few N.E.E.T cards. So I'm more than happy to show you my one just for the purposes of this video, since within about 2 minutes after this video all this information will be different, just in case anybody decides to talk about the security of what I'm actually doing. You want to go into your settings from your menu bar, specifically your network settings. Now I have 2 Ethernet ports on my computer. Now normally you'll just have one, but I'm going to go for the one that's active because that's the one that's important. And what you want to do is find your hardware address, which is actually your MAC address. You're going to want to copy that, yeah, come out of here and fill in the field with your MAC address, and also give it a name like Demon. Now all you do is click add, and that will be saved down here. Once you've done that, yeah, and also once you've got this, yeah, which is when you link your actual Amazon account when you log into it, yeah, you will then be able to enable skill properly, yeah. And once your account is linked, basically it's done for this side of it. At least it is a bit of an aggro, and as you can see, I have gone through a couple of things, yeah, from the skill. And you want to go to your devices, and you'll see there is a world device there, yeah, the one of the name I gave it. Whatever name you give it, it doesn't matter, but that is what Alexa will see it as. Mind you, every time I say her name, she is going off in the background, which is actually quite annoying. Sorry if you can hear that. Anyway, the next thing you're actually going to want to do is actually open up a command line. You can type Control-T, but I'm just doing this for the sake of people who don't have access to, or don't know how to use command line, or haven't used it before. Then you're going to want to type sudo su, yeah, your password. Yeah, now you are running as root. Basically, you're running as a super user on here. Normally I wouldn't do this, but there is a lot of stuff I need to type, and I do need to pull up some information and put commands in, and this is the only way to do it without typing sudo every time. So I recommend you do it like this. You want to type in ifconfig space -a, and this will bring up some information you need. Now, once again, this video may not be perfectly accurate to you. Your thing may just be called ETH0. Now, I have two Ethernet ports, which is EMP2SO and EMP4SO. Because of this, I have to decide which one I'm going to use, and obviously it's the one that's plugged in that I need to use. As you can see, no packets have been transmitted on this one, but packets are being transmitted on this one, which means this is my active one, and I need to copy this little snippet here because it is the name of the port I am going to be using. Yeah. Now, next thing you're going to want to do is actually install Wake on LAN and install ETH. So, sorry. You're going to want to install ETH. That is, if you haven't already got it. Yeah. Sorry, that's me making a typo. Happens. By the way, I am not editing this video, I am just going to record it and post it, which is why you're seeing all my errors at the moment. Normally I spend a bit more time doing it. Once you've installed ETH, you're then going to want to install Wake on LAN. Yeah. Once again, I already have these installed. Now, since you copied that little snippet earlier, way up there, for your actual LAN Ethernet port, you're going to want to type ETH, yeah, and then type in, or paste. For me, it's ENP4S0. And this will bring up the information I want. Now, yours will not be saying everything. What's important here, yeah, are these bits here. Yeah, supports Wake on LAN and Wake on G. Now, yours will not say this. It will actually say does not support Wake on LAN. That is perfectly fine. That is a software setting. It is not a hardware setting. It doesn't mean your computer can't work with Wake on LAN. That's what we're going to fix now. This is Linux telling your N.E.E.T card on shutdown to turn off and power off, and this is the problem I was having, where there is virtually no information on it. Now, for one-time use, you can turn it on just by typing in a simple command. Yeah, I will type that in quickly just to show you. -s, and for my one it is that space wall space G. Now, if you type that in and turned off your computer right now, when you restart, when you go to Wake on LAN, it would work, but it will only work once. But it's that snippet that you need to tell the computer every time your computer restarts or shuts down, yeah, or even goes into sleep mode. And that little thing there will keep your Ethernet card powered on so that your router can send a command to your computer and it will receive it and it will boot. But that's a one-time use. So what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to create something, a script, that will allow us to basically make that a permanent thing. Every time you turn off your computer, every time you turn it on, this script will be running. And it's not heavy, it doesn't slow down your computer, it's a tiny little script. For the sake of convenience, I'm going to copy and paste this, because you will also be copy and pasting this directly from the YouTube info. So I'm copy and pasting it mainly because this is what you're going to be doing. So you've pasted that, you hit enter, you get these arrows, and then you copy in its entirety the next little snippet or script, and you paste all three. Hit enter once all three are pasted in. Remember to copy and paste them as one unit, like don't try and copy each line at a time, there's no point. Next we're going to actually set the correct permissions for the little script you wrote. So it's going to be chmod 755 space /root /wol underscore fix, because that's what we've done. We're basically making a fix file .sh, and then enter that, and now you've changed the permissions. Now we've got to create another script, and this script will actually, well, it's basically going to do the rest of the stuff that we want to do. As you can see, that little snippet of code that I showed you earlier was in the previous script. Now we've just got to set everything so it runs every time. So copy and paste this again, hit enter. Once again we are creating a script, and what you want to do is copy in its entirety again these 3 bits of code. They'll be saved in the file, and hit enter. Now all you're going to do is basically reload the control manager, which is systemctl reload, and that's basically the command to reload that controller. Now you can copy and paste, or you can type it out, it's fine. I'm going to paste this, you want to do this, and we're enabling the script to run, which is important. And the next thing you'll want to do after this is actually reboot. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure I haven't left anything out. Yeah, sorry about that, just ran over my mic cable. Yeah, trying to make sure that I haven't left anything out and that everything does work properly. The issues you're going to have next is you do need to go into your BIOS and enable Wake on LAN. Now by default on most systems, for some reason it is turned off, and it won't be listed as Wake on LAN on your BIOS. My one was listed as PME. Now the reason I'm not showing you this is because depending on what motherboard you have and how old it is, you will need to go online and actually find out what your one is called. Yeah, I haven't seen one yet with one that's called Wake on LAN, but I presume there is one out there. You will probably have to go through the settings and search the settings to find out what it is. And once you turn it on, yeah, your computer will then be capable of doing Wake on LAN. Now, like I said at the beginning, this feature is really cool. It does work. Please feel free to post in the comments, yeah, if you find a better way of doing this, or maybe there's an existing software that I've not heard about that actually does that. I can install it and I get settings, or if there's a GUI version, I'd really like to know, because personally I found this to be quite a bit of work, just actually finding the information I needed to get this to work. And despite them having like an Alexa skill and stuff like that, they never told you any of this stuff, which really irks me, because they probably knew you needed to go through this. Whether you're on Windows or Linux, there would be some kind of headache involved. Yeah, just let me know. Feel free to post in the comments, or if there is a video you do want, feel free to post. I am not always on YouTube. I don't always check. If there is a better way, please put it in the comments and let me know. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I will try and make another video on something I find interesting again sooner. Bye.